didn't, knock her, give her
Wait,
a
which
one,
one? You talking
two.
about the Mr. Nugget one, or are you talking about the girl with the tattoo?
The girl with the tattoo.
Oh, girl. When she threw her leg up on my shoulder.
Yeah, that like I
Listen.
said, I was like, wow, I'm surprised you didn't give her
Oh,
a good,
that's why Sean was like, that's why you remember when he said, what did he say? She didn't run. I was being a good wingman. Okay.
right.
I was trying to keep it together, but girl, a lot happened that morning. And it all happened at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. Only in Vegas. It was like a wedding party of, a bunch of women. Of course, they were all lesbians or whatever. And a good wedding, like they were fun. It was like they were all dressed up, and like I said, the theme wedding. But she was the only one that wasn't. She was the maid of honor of the sister that was getting married. You know,
Oh, okay.
but
Mhm.
girl, whew, yeah, she was the. Did the internet freeze up? I was like, did my internet freeze up? I'm in the sticks.
Yeah.
For everybody out there watching. But anyways, yeah, girl, when she popped that leg, I mean, I was just like, oh, I was like, this happening right now? And she was on Sean's lap going like this, like just
Oh yeah, she
bouncing.
was.
Um,
That's
I was like,
crazy. That
yeah,
is crazy. But
it was
you're
it was it
right.
was crazy.
Only in Vegas. Only in Vegas.
Only and then the girl next to us. First of all, Sean. Okay, I made it sound like it was a machete, and Sean made it sound like a pocket knife, but it was actually one of them hunting knives. Them jagged hunting knives are about like this big, and that people keep
Yeah.
on the side. That's what it was. It was still big. It's bigger than a pocket knife, not as big as a machete. Like when I said like this, but it was big. It was,
Right.
that keep hunting, and she pulled that thing out. Girl, I was like, where'd that come from? Like, and then I had made the comment, did that come out your bra? As a joke. And that's how the whole bra thing came up, because she was like, oh, I'm not wearing a bra. And she went, and that's why the bra ended up on the counter. So that's how because I was like, did that come out your bra?
Wow.
Yeah, girl. So, yeah, whenever I'm with Sean, it is never a dull moment. Let's just say that. There's probably
Well,
lots of stories he could tell you. Yeah.
I'm sure.
It's pretty
I'm
crazy.
sure.
Yeah,
But that's what
that was pretty funny.
best friends do. Like when
Yeah.
you have someone that you've been with through thick and thin. Best friends is almost like marriage.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like he'd be best friends. He said, we're like brothers and sisters. I love his mom. His mom loves me. I love his family, his sister, everybody. And so, like, it's funny. We have this old saying that if we're still single by the time we're like 100, then we might as well just grow old together. At that point, we're already old on the.
Right. I was like 100.
I mean, I don't plan on being
Y'all
single.
probably got a couple
Hope
months
not.
left.
Only got a couple months left. You want to go get
Yeah,
married?
you might as well go ahead and get married.
Might as well. You know what I'm saying? I loved your. I want to say I loved your answer when I asked you about dating. When you said it was a process of elimination. Is that what you said? Something like that, right?
Process of
Yeah.
elimination. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's the problem
Like,
with a lot of people is they happen to think that dating is the actual relationship. It is not a
mhm.
relationship. It is a get to know process. It's almost like when you are interviewing, you get that first interview and you may get a second interview. And then
Mhm.
on top of that, they may give you an offer letter and then you are hired. So, that's how it is with dating. It's a
You and
process
Sean
of
and these
elimination.
analogies.
But I keep one. I
I
keep
know.
quite a
I was
few.
like, first Sean with coffee, lunch, and dinner. Got it. Now you with the interview, callback
Yeah,
letter. You
it
hired.
is because you're hired. Like you want to be able to get to know someone to the point to where you like, okay, I can withstand to be with them. Because a lot of times with dating, and this is just my opinion, I believe that people already put all their eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
They meet somebody like, oh my God, I met this guy and he is the greatest thing. He is so cute. Okay, but what if he's crazy?
Right.
What,
Ooh, girl.
what if you find out he has 1 million kids? What if, there's so many what ifs. You don't even know this dude's a middle name. Like, you're already ready to take this plunge with this person. Why?
Yeah.
Like, get to know this person.
Yeah.
I would never. I used to be, before, when I was single, men would be like, "Oh, you gonna be mine." No. I'm like, "What's my middle name?"
That part.
Never, never even, never got to it.
Wow.
Never even got to that point. So why do you think all of a sudden that me and you are going to be a couple?
Right. Right.
Because I fit a certain part for you, whatever. I mean, I've had even men who are married and they'll be like, well, I'm leaving. No,
No.
no, no.
Right. Right.
The
Yeah.
answer is always no.
Right. I know. I agree. Like when I finally when everybody started finding out I was divorced, like there were people from in the woodworks were coming out in my DMs. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I've been wanting to ask you out for a long time. Now's my chance.
Yep.
I was like,
No.
I'm good. I used to say that I'm not dateable, but I'm fuckable. At the beginning. No, I'm not dateable right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'll call you if I want a good time. All right.
That's it. That's all.
And that's all right now. That's all I can do for you right now, or do for
that's
myself.
what I'm saying.
Say.
But
Right.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, why are you trying to be this man's all and you don't even know anything about him? You don't know his mother's name. You don't know where he came from. I've even seen situations where a girl had a baby by a man and he told her his nickname. She didn't even know his real name.
What?
She did not even know this man's real name.
Girl, a lot of them don't even put, because I've been on quite a few different dating sites or whatever, right? Just to filter whatever. But a lot of them don't even put their real names on there. Like they'll be saying like, I remember this one guy. He said his name was like Jay. And then once we started to get to know each other, then he told me what his real name was, and I was like, where the heck did you get the nickname Jay? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I'm like, where'd that come from? But my golden rule is I just call her by baby. I try to listen.
No names mixed up, huh?
I don't get no names mixed up. I don't want to listen. I know I'm good. Like unless we going down a few more, days or whatever. I've met some crazy ones. So crazy out there. They are.
Oh yeah, that is for crazy. Sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's okay to have standards. Like I feel like for me,
you should have.
I have standards because, and I want a specific type, because I already did it all. So for me, one, I'm hopeless romantic. So that whole thing Sean was saying about going on picnic, I like that he said he looks for free stuff to do, because a lot of women that get the materialistic stuff first, like. If you take somebody, this is I don't know. This is not for me, but if you take somebody out on a date, I feel like when a woman gets taken out on a date on an expensive dinner, I feel like she's going to expect that expensive dinner or more every single time. If you start off, I feel like maybe not all women, but I feel like a lot of women though, if you take them out to an expensive dinner, drop $200-$300, they're looking at you already like, girl. He spent $300 on this first dinner. I can't wait to the next one where he can take me. So I feel like they already build this thing. But if you start off small, like Sean said, go walk in a park or go for a coffee date or go to a museum or something like that, a picnic. I feel like that you have to strip everything down,
But I think a lot of people don't want to do that. What they want is they live in a superficial world. Their imagination, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can feel like their whole thing is just like with social media. Don't get me wrong. So there's nothing wrong with social media. I'm not knocking it.
Right.
I think it's great. However, I do believe that a lot of people's expectation has gotten them very, very confused, because I always say you have a specific dating pool.
Yeah.
So your dating pool would be people who are more relatable to you. That no one is like, you're your unique self for a reason.
Right.
So no one is going to be exactly like you. That's not why, you hear people, oh, well, we're not compatible. You're never going to be compatible
No.
with anyone, because you
not.
are your unique self. But you should understand that you have a dating pool. So when you trying to come over to someone else's dating pool, or they're trying to come to that dating pool, it's never going to work.
Right.
An atheist can never date a Bible thumper. That's not going to happen.
That is true. I tried dating Mormon one time, and because I was a Mormon, he was like, "Nah, we can't rock."
Exactly, and but that's not part of their dating pool.
He was fine.
You can't be an atheist, and then you gotta, a diehard Christian
that's
trying
true.
to date. It's not going to work. It's not.
Speaking about you, because you said Christian, I just think it's weird. Like, I was talking to this one guy, but I just think it's weird, like how they could be like Bible thumpers, or like, I mean, I shouldn't say it that way. They could be like, all about, I'm probably sure gonna get a lot of shit for this, but they could be like all about the Lord, and then next minute be like, let me get in your pants, girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. Like, listen, I
you know why?
The Bible.
Okay, but a lot of people. Because most people are very over sexualized anyway. We live in a very over sexualized, world where you do it. I mean, we from Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Let's think about it. I remember being in a strip club when I was 9. Yeah, I remember that.
Wow.
I remember that.
What was that?
The Crazy Horse.
What?
Yes,
they got it around no more. I don't think they're around.
My aunt was the house mom.
Oh wow!
Of the Crazy Horse, and I remember being in a strip club.
Wow!
So I remember that. When you come from a place where sex sells, then you just it just doesn't really. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't equate to you like that. With people who are trying to, they try to make it seem like they're not this type of person, and they need to wash their sins away, or they have to have a persona online versus what you really are in the background. It's almost like those ones who, you'd be like, okay, so you're an upstanding gentleman who wear a suit and tie every day, and you go and you're a insurance representative, and come to find out you run around here kicking dogs in your part-time in the stomach, like you crazy and deranged.
Right, that part. Hey, so, them guys are going to church, washing them sins. They want to wash them sins away and some coochie.
And then you want to come back and make it seem like, you want everybody to look at you in a certain light. See, the difference is, just like with the basis of us, is us being real, raw, and uncut.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So with that, you might go our personalities wise, right?
Yeah.
Anybody who knows me knows that I'm a princess. Anybody who knows me knows that I love my shoes, and I wear 4-inch heels, and I love my shoes. Anybody who knows me knows I love to shop. Anybody who knows me knows I love wine. I have certifications in wine. So these are things that you know about me. But if I sat there and was like, well, no, I don't drink. Yes, I do.
Right.
A lot.
Right. I'm having a glass right now.
Right. Why?
Right.
That's me. That's my thing. So do I drink hard liquor? No. Wine? Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Me too. I'll fuck up some wine. I don't know
Right.
shit about it, but I'll drink it.
Right. Exactly. I will watch a documentary on wine. I mean, I watch the same documentaries over and over again. I promise you I
Mhm.
do.
So you kind of like you said, because I'm the same way. Like I feel like, so you say people like know that about you. So then when they
Yes.
know that about you, do you feel like they make you seem like you're somebody that you're not, or they try to judge you? Because I get that a lot. Like,
Yes. I get judged on being, um, you're uppity, you're bougie,
mhm,
I've been told that I think I'm all that. Um, why, like for instance, people love sweet wine.
I do.
I I'm not a sweet wine drinker like that. I like
Right.
dry.
And you realize that.
I'm an Italian. I love now. Don't get me wrong. I will mess up a good Bordeaux, but I am an
Mhm.
Italian drinker. So I'm going to mess with some
Okay.
Chianti. You know, So of course, with that, it's well. You like that? Yes.
That stereotype. I hate that.
Yeah. You know what I'm
I
saying?
hate
It's like,
that stereotyping. I
oh,
really do.
you why would
I
you
hate
want to?
it.
Oh, I don't like that wine. That's not. If it's not sweet, okay, well, that's you.
Right. Yeah. That's like me. I hate it because people, well, a lot of times when they describe me, they call me like, oh, crazy Angie from school, like, because, I was a fighter. I've gotten fights all the time since junior high school. I didn't take no shit. Females just did not like me, and I'm very outspoken. Right. Right. Of course,
Uh,
so I'm very outspoken. I say what's on my mind. I'm very
right,
blunt. What you see is what you get. Like I am this same person that I was since like the 6th grade, and a lot of my friends can contest to that. Be like, oh yeah, she ain't changed a bit. And
right.
don't get me wrong, I'm like you. I like shoes, but I like my tennis shoes. I'll wear a nice pair of heels, but I'll fight in some heels before I fight in my Jordans because my Jordans mean more to me than some heels. That's where we're different at. If I could rock a dress in some Jordans and make it look fabulous, oh, I'm gonna wear some because I think it's because I grew up just always making sure I'm ready, because
Hmm.
and then I'm considered like since I'm outspoken, I'm the bitch or I'm like I said the crazy one or whatever, and so it just sucks that because I'm really a sweetheart. Yeah, see, yeah, I'm actually really sweet. I'm really nice and I
Yeah,
care. I do, and
yeah.
I really love I love people. Like I just love energy and I'm not always like this. Just don't fuck with my family. Don't fuck with my friends, don't disrespect me and we straight. You know what I'm saying?
That's that Aries energy.
That is.
That's that Aries energy because I'm the same way. I just
Mm-hmm.
don't, you know, um, my fighting days was when a lot of times, you know, I always get that. You think you're all that, I got that a lot. I think,
Mm-hmm.
the light skin and shortness had a lot to do with it. So
That jealousy. I don't got time to be jealous.
I don't, I don't,
It's just not for me.
I have never, ever been jealous of a woman in my,
No.
there's no reason for me to be jealous of you. None.
Listen. No. Not only that, like I don't have time to be playing competition. Like
Oh, exactly. I
I
stay in my
don't.
lane.
It's just, it's just not for me. I listen. I don't care what anybody says. They might judge me. What I'm about to say. Look, I know I'm cute, and if I ain't cute to you, I'm cute to somebody. So if you don't want me, just tell me. I'm gonna move it on to
That's
the
your
next
dating
one.
pool. That's your
My
dating pool.
roster is long. Trust and believe that.
Exactly. That's your dating pool. As long as you understand,
Hmm.
like I think the reason why you get so many who are trying to compete is because you think that's supposed to be your dating pool. So you go to someone else's dating pool and then you sit there and you hope this man picks you.
Crazy.
Um
Nah.
my situations, it's always been some chick to contact me behind some man
Isn't
every
that
time,
crazy?
every single time. This has
That's
been
crazy.
happening since I was about 15.
That's so crazy.
every time.
That's the main reason why I've been in fights my whole life is because of females. Because either their man looked at me or liked me, or somebody said, "Oh, he was checking her out," or whatever, And so I'm not the type of person that likes to talk shit. So if you come in my circle or in my space and you start talking shit, I'm gonna just throw the first punch. And maybe apologize later for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but me being older with the dating pool now, I get what you're saying too. I don't have that problem right now. What I have is the men that I meet want me to be a certain way. So they'll at first they'll say, you know, I'm not too much. But then later, once they get to know me, like, oh, you a lot, girl. Oh, I thought you'd be a lot softer than that. Or, oh, you do too much. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna change,
But see, I think because when you stand up for yourself, that's a problem. Like most men like a woman who is going to be docile. So she has to be, do you cook? Do you clean? Do you do this? Do you do that? You got a whole list of everything that you should, a woman should be doing. But your list is like, do you have a job? Well, I'm in between work. No.
Right.
No.
Look at my list, right?
Right. You got a whole list, an entire list. You got a grocery list.
A grocery list. A grocery list. I know.
A grocery list of things that I should be doing, but you have nothing on your list. That's why you always have to have you got to want more for yourself, and that includes the people that you deal with. You like no, like I said, I have been told a lot.
Right.
You so bougie. You so okay. Well, okay. You
That's
only
funny.
looking out for this. No, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not that type of person. But
what's wrong with wanting to have nice
you're not going to mediocre me.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
If you ain't paying my bills, listen, I can do what I want to do. Look the way I want to look.
And you're not going to
mediocre. Act. You ain't paying my bills. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm sorry. I tell people, listen, I say this all the time. I'm like, you're not going to get me, well, can we just go to Taco Bell and sit and eat in the cart? No. No. You're not.
There's that Taco Bell again.
Oh, no, they're gonna Taco Bell again.
Taco Bell again. Jeez, girl, I got so much shit for that one. I'm single, y'all. I'm single, but these dudes out here be acting like I'm everybody date. I'm just dating everybody. I'm just dating everybody out in here.
Right?
Golly, I can't even go to Taco Bell with a friend. Like, geez, so made it sound like I got dressed up for some tacos. Okay,
I don't miss that. Crazy. Honestly, I do not miss getting contacted for BS. I don't miss it. I don't miss. I used to get texts. I'd be like, here we go. So